Good afternoon to everyone. Thanks to Mr. Bhatia, Times Ascent, and the knowledgeable juries and my other colleagues all the way come down here to celebrate this occasion. We are coming from a company called CSS Corp Private Limited. We are based out of San Jose, having offices in more than 15 countries. We are about 5,500 employees, and 80% of them working from our offices in Chennai. Whatever we are going to discuss now, along with my colleague JJ, is something that we experienced as the industry challenge, and also the stakeholders who are part and parcel of the industry, especially when our company was in the threshold of growth. So we were trying to figure out as to how to go about mitigating the challenges that we faced. So in this process, we did a few things. We started off doing a few things in a very humble manner, but started really yielding results over a period of time, which is what we are going to share with all of you. This is about employability, deployability, and then people wanting to only go for their respective dream jobs, not really looking at other options. We are one of the niche players in the market known for tech support, starting from consumer services tech support to enterprise level support up to the ISP level of support. And those technologies and the knowledge about those technologies, skills, and attitude required for providing that instantaneous customer support and tech support is very rarely available in the market. So that's the kind of challenge that we started struggling with. And there were a lot of billing leakage. We were not able to hire people on time. We took a long time to train people, sometimes even up to 6 months to scale them up. And at the end of training them for 6 months, the client rejected all of them because it is a highly customer-facing job. So that's the kind of challenge that we went through. So we were wondering, how to go about addressing these challenges. So we formed a task force. We critically looked at what are those, top 3-4 things that we need to look at. One thing that we understood was there's no point in keeping our intellectual property, with the company. Rather, we go and then share that intellectual property with academia. Second one was who's the right partner who has got the penetration in the market, who will be able to collaborate with us and make sure that our objectives are met in a faster manner. So that is when we said that we have to collaborate with ICT Academy of Tamil Nadu, which is sponsored by the state government of Tamil Nadu and the central government, which is a 100% non-profit organization. And they existed or exist even today to bridge the gap between the industry and the academia. And they have alliances with almost all arts and science engineering colleges. They have a huge machinery where they work at the student level. They also work at the professors levels and the lecturers level and at the placement directors level. We found them to be the right partners for us. We volunteered to be there on their board of studies. We worked with them to share our intellectual property to reach the content to the academia. And the third one was, as I mentioned some time back, most of the mindset of most of the engineers was to only take up software development job, really not taking up a networking engineer or a security professional or remote infrastructure. These jobs were never popular in their mind. So we felt that the careers have to be promoted well. We have to take the careers to campus and sit with them and then do career counseling through this channel. So that is when we targeted in the phase 1 with about 60 colleges, and we addressed nearly about 6,000 and odd students. When they were in the final semester, we shared our intellectual property through a portal called techcareer.co.in, which is also available in multilingual, because later on we extended to other countries after seeing the success in India. And in the wave 1, it was a humble beginning. Though we targeted about 60 colleges, addressed about 6,000 odd students. Finally, at the end of the funnel, when they finished their final semester, we had only about 121 people job ready. One thing that I did not highlight here was the business impact aspect of it. I mentioned about people going through training programs for 6 long months. Yes. It again varies from business to business. One of the business that we targeted initially was a business called consumer services tech support business, where we used to train people for about 2 months. So by launching this content, by taking this content to the colleges, we also saved significant amount of time. we also achieved day one billing, which means we also added value to the bottom line of the business. So the ecosystem on the overall got impacted. So the ecosystem is set of students who are aspiring to get into the IT, then the colleges, of course the industry, which is CSS Corp. And in this process, we also assisted the cause of a non-profit organization, which is ICT Academy of Tamil Nadu. This was in the year 2014. After seeing a small success and a humble beginning there, next year we targeted more. We saw the multiplier effect coming in, and as on date we have about 534 employees joining on day one, finishing everything in their campus, but beginning to earn money for them and also for the company, and being able to deliver the value of service in the way the customer expected. There again the saving was some 200 and odd K. Currently, the target that we have for the next year is again close to 1,000 students through this channel. Therefore, it becomes a way of hiring, way of training people, and way of also optimizing the various efforts that we would rather put in to scale up our business.